Welcome again, YouTubers, to my channel. This is Sheldoc's channel. Now, in this video, I'll be looking at wheel sensor problem. How to identify wheel sensor problem in this Toyota Vitz. The reason why I'm doing this is because some time ago I had a wheel sensor issue, and I did a scan, and the scan did not identify that I had a wheel sensor issue. What the scan, the code that the scan gave me told me that I had a control module problem. And the control module is the part of the ABS system. You see, right here, that's the control module, and it tells me from the scan that that control module has lost communication with the sensors or the computer itself. So from that scan, I was not able to identify that I had some form of wheel sensor problem. So how was I able to identify this wheel sensor issue? What I did was to drive the vehicle and then slow the vehicle down, and before the vehicle come to a complete stop, the ABS will trip in. And the reason why it trips in is that all the wheels are turning. However, one of the sensor was giving trouble, and the sensor that gave trouble, before the wheel come to a complete stop, that sensor basically trips out and stops sending a signal to the ABS control module. And when it stops sending that signal, it is telling the control module that this wheel is stopped turning. And if that signal is sent, what it will indicate is that no, the wheel not turning, and this wheel is basically skidding from the information that is being sent. So that's why the ABS system trips in. Now, that was how I was able to identify that I had a wheel sensor problem. Now, when I identified that issue, what I had to do was to go to somebody who had a much better scanner than mine. I asked the person to bring up the graph of the four sensors while the wheel was turning, and what I noticed was that while I started driving, one of the sensor voltage was low, and as I keep on driving, that sensor voltage was lower than the other three sensors. But as I was stopping, the sensor voltage that was low, it completely knocked out. There was no voltage there, while there was about 3 volts at the other three sensors. So this one that is completely knocked out send a signal to the computer telling it that basically the wheel is not turning. So this is what is causing the ABS system to trip in while the car is basically going to a complete stop. So this was how I was able to identify my problem with my wheel sensor issue. And since I had the more sophisticated scanner showing me the graph of all four sensors, I was basically able to identify which one of the sensor was giving trouble and fix it from that point of view. So basically you need to check from different scan points that, you know, if you have a scanner and it is not giving you the specific information that you need, you may need to get a more sophisticated scanner that can give you far more information. So this was how I was able to identify my ABS issue and was able to solve that problem. And since I got that problem fixed, I had no other issue with my ABS system. So hopefully this video is informative to you in some way or the other. Please subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments, please drop it in the comment section. Have yourself a nice time.